Satnam. It's me, Shakti Sundari, and I'm back with you for the next reading from the Radiance Sutras. I've missed a few days of readings, quite unexpectedly in a way, although perhaps not now that I think about it. On Friday, when I was due to read, so I've missed Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and today's Monday, so I haven't read for 3 days, and today would be the 4th day. So I've got 4 readings to offer you today. So yeah, Friday last week I left London to go on a healing retreat, and I thought that I took the sutras with me, and I thought that I would be able to do the readings from the place where I was, but a couple of things made that not possible. One was that my Wi-Fi didn't work where I was, and actually I found out later I could have asked the place where I was staying for their Wi-Fi, but it didn't really occur to me, and actually it seemed better not to connect electronically during the retreat. And then the other reason is that once I was immersed in the retreat, it was so overwhelming and all-consuming that there wasn't really the time and space or the energy in my being to do anything that was externally focused at all. I was in a very, very deep and profound process. So after reading the sutras for all those days, in a way, well, actually I don't feel any disappointment about breaking my commitment, because the commitment is always there and was there and continued, but it just wasn't possible for those reasons. And at the same time, I'm really happy to be back and able to read today and catch up, although still from a very tender place. Yeah. So today I'm going to read 4 sutras, and the first of them is Yukti, verse 111 from the Radiance Sutras, 111 from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. So let me read an auspicious number, 111. Atman nirvikarasya kva janam kvacha va kriya jnana yata bahi bhava ata shunyam idam jagat. And again. Atman nirvikarasya kva janam kvacha kva kriya jnana yata Bahi bhava ata shunyam idam jagat. And here's Lauren Roche's translation. There is no image you can hold, no thought you can think that encompasses the great self. Your essence is immortal and unchanging, yet it is the foundation for all that moves. Rest in the shimmering emptiness that is the source of this world, and remember who you are. So this verse reminds us again of what is really real and who we really are. That the vastness from which we come and return to, and of which we are always a part, cannot be conceived by the mind of this embodiment that we are in this moment cannot be conceived of. So there is no image you can hold. Your mind cannot grab hold of it. It's impossible. No thought you can think that encompasses the great self, capital G, capital S. And of course not. Because how small are our thoughts, and how small are our images, and how small are we as a speck that is part of the vast consciousness that is the all. Your essence is immortal and unchanging. So, great paradox. Here we go again. I love it. Immortal. So we are undying, although this physical body dies, and yet your essence, the truth of who you are, is undying. And unchanging, although it seems that we're always changing in every moment as we are in this finite being, this finite embodiment of the divine. Yet, and that, this is the paradox. So your essence is immortal and unchanging, yet it is the foundation for all that moves. The paradox that it seems as if everything is changing and different in every moment, and yet the truth is that we are at the same time immortal and unchanging. It's just a case of recognizing that we are the blending of the infinite and the finite. So I'm kind of reaching above to the heavens, as it were, and then reaching below to the earth, and recognizing that as we sit in that unified field of consciousness of all that is, and then that which is manifest, we are one with that spectrum of being. There's no contradiction. It just seems like a paradox, because when we identify with this, we can't think of that, and when we're in there, this isn't what we are. It's really hard to describe. Rest in the shimmering emptiness. Beautiful, evocative language for us to have a sense of what that spacious place of light and love is like. That is the source of this world. And remember who you are. So when we're able to rest back into the knowing, the connected knowing, not the mental thought of, but the embodied experience of resting in shimmering emptiness, we're able to remember that we are one with that, even as we are living as an individual human being. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to end this transmission and then begin another one, so that each of the sutras that I'm catching up with are still discrete. So thank you for being with me and watching and enjoying this sutra, and join me again in a minute for the next reading from the Radiance Sutras. Sat Nam.